The Blaq'd podcast. I am here with our brother Syeed King. And Syeed, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. So tell me a bit about what's happening now. What's
Oh,
going
wow.
on?
Yeah, a lot of things has been happening since last time we spoke.
Right.
And so, yeah, I appreciate your support. You guys have definitely
Absolutely.
have stepped up and supported the It's Cool to Be Smart campaign, where we're going to go into elementary school and really impress some young people and get them to embrace education and their innate abilities and be able to shine and really like take education seriously. And so we chose our school, which Kennerton Elementary School. That's the reality.
Kenderton.
Yes, Kennerton
Wow.
Elementary
Yeah.
School,
Shout out to Kenderton.
and shout out to Strawberry Mansion
Structure.
Learning Center. We're going to do some work there as well.
Oh,
So looking
wow.
forward to it.
That is great.
Yeah.
So I just found out that you actually did a leadership workshop with my son at Imhotep High School. So you were just doing a lot of great things with our boys. And I like to highlight, our sons because so many mothers, are single. So, we are always grateful for men that step up and, and help out and lead them in the right way. So tell me a bit about your passion. Like what gave you the passion to do what you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it come up from my upbringing, right? Really having dedicated women in my life, and different men who mentored and invested in me, in the midst of growing up in Germantown, and just having some challenges because I didn't have a father in the home, and just really just having a passion to give back. I have a saying where I believe you're going to meet yourself again in life,
Right.
and so your story means something. Somebody needs to hear your story.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I'm on a journey, right? A motto, I was created to change the world, and it's up to me to change the world and get others to believe that they were chosen to change the world too. It's just
Right.
a matter of they accept it.
Right. You said something very strong. You said someday in life you'll meet another version of you. Is that something like
Absolutely.
what you said? I think that really taps into when we give back. When we look back and remember, and that's something that as adults we have to remember ourselves so we can deal better with the youth. What advice would you give adults when they're working with that youth, like that age from 14 to 18?
Pay attention to what their interest is, right? And try to nurture those skills, right? Point them in the right direction. Make sure they surround around people who are going to give them some guidance, right? So if you think traditionally, African tradition, you have a child, they will attach a child to a mentor, somebody that's going to teach them the craft, right? And help them evolve in whatever that interest is. Right? And so I think we still have to do some of those same things. Connect them with people. Like, for example, I thought I wanted to do carpentry, right? I went to school for Randolph Skills Center. I thought that was an option for me, right? And my mom attached me to a mentor who took me out into the field, and I had some relatives because they saw I was serious about it. They invested in me and allowed me to participate in some of their projects. Well, no, I didn't do carpentry, but I found out that was something I didn't want to do.
Right.
But at the same time, it was some skills that I learned from it, some experiences I was learned from it. So, like, pay attention to what their skills and abilities and interests.
I really think that's great advice because I also like the fact you were saying that you found out that is something that you did not want to do. And it's okay to let our children explore and not to lose hope. So, what examples can you give us in regards to sometimes children start out rocky? And I know you've seen it firsthand. Some of them
Yeah.
starting off rocky, but having a good ending.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a little insight.
Well, one, I can start with myself, right? Like, I truly believe in being authentic and really being transparent. And again, somebody needs your story. So if I'm speaking on that, I can speak from experience, right? That was me giving my mom a hard way to go, being tempted by different pressures, right? Different peer pressures is around you, trying to live up to expectations from family and friends who maybe comparing you to a sibling or something like that. Then you got your friends who's like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and that's not really the right thing to do. Then you got all these different people pulling at you, right? Well, it's just a matter of really finding who you are and being secure in who you are, so when those temptations and things come your way, you're able to stand up and say, no, I don't want to do that. No, that's against my value, right? And I had to learn that. And I had a mom who was instilling confidence in me and let me know, like, it's good to be different. It's okay to be different.
Right.
You don't have to follow the crowd.
Right.
And so, and really, that's the strong person who can stand up and say, no, right? Who can say, no, I don't want to fight. I'm
Right.
good. That's not who I am. That's not what I want. And that's okay to walk
Right.
away.
I was watching an interview about last week, and K Michelle was on there, and she was saying she had kind of like a harder childhood, and she went off to college, and her mother family had to kind of sort of raise her son till she got to a point where she could do it herself when she graduated.
Okay.
Now that she is wealthy and able to take care of her son, she took care of her son. He drives like a Mercedes Benz, and she found out he's now in college and he used it for Uber, and she was upset. And some people were saying that, let him be a man. He wants to find his own way. And she was saying, because I didn't have and I wasn't there, I want to give him ease, give him more ease. What would you say to a mother in an instance like that, where some mothers process African American men have a heart? I'm gonna let my son have a heart so he can prep himself. And some mothers look at it like African American men have a heart. I'm gonna give my son ease so that he can ease his way into this world. What do you say as a man, in leadership,
Mhm.
and giving a lot back and being positive impact? What advice would you